Go ahead. Well, a special good evening to you wherever you are tuned into this broadcast from the Dominica Football Association. We're live here at the DFA Technical Center. My name is Gavin Richards. We're joined by Joseph Fadul this evening, and we're about to bring you live semi-final action in this inaugural DFA's Champions Cup. It's Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla FC. They're up against the newly promoted Baffin State FC team. A clash of two big teams here in Dominica's football, and they're both all vying for a spot in the finals of this inaugural Champions Cup. The teams making their way onto the pitch as I speak. Baffin State in their traditional green, lime green and yellow, and of course the Dubla team in the blues. Good evening, Joseph Fadul.
Good evening to you, Gavin, and good evening to all our viewers and listeners right here. Of course, Dublanc not having broken any sweat from the last encounter, what should have been the last encounter, Gavin. Of course, the team that they were supposed to have played, ended up in a no-show situation. So Dublanc, of course, automatically advancing right here to this semi-final round. Baffin State, Gavin, can we say it like this, is going to probably get an appetizing taste of what the premier season is going to be like, because they are facing the #1 seeded champions, the Dublanc team, tonight.
Yes, and I think the players might just be having a moment of silence there for the late Isaac Andre. Also, there was another member of the football family who passed away recently as well. So we just have a short moment there of silence. And Isaac Andre, of course, former groundsman for the Dominica Football Association. And there was another stalwart from the DFA who was a member of the disciplinary committee who passed away recently as well. All right, so moment of silence completed. Let's head into the business end of this, what we're here for this evening. Central Cooperative Credit Union, Dubla FC, and it's going to be Baffin State FC. Let's go through the starting lineups. We'll start off with Baffin State FC. Of course, we have Sachin Thomas in goal, Eustace Marshall, Jared Bonney, Michael Theophil, Kelrick Walter, Dylan Carlai, Eustace Phillip, Marlon Libla. Also, there is Akiva Libla, Montel James, and Noel Lee. Interestingly, there's no Anthony Frederick in the starting lineup today. Not too sure as to what's up, if he's injured or anything. We'll get some more details on that in a bit. The Dubla team in the blues. Of course, they're the reigning league champions and President's Cup champions. In goal, the national goalkeeper, Gerard Burkhardt. There's also Matteo Rivell, who will be playing the left back. We have also Giovanni Zave in the centre-back position, Cassidy Larrock, the right-back, and of course at the midfield there with Brielle Thomas, Coben Paul, and Myrick Shillingford. And we also have Savio Ansem, Shikel St. Marie, and Ode Laville leading the front three. And of course the veteran Chad Butchron, Rusty, in the starting 11 as well. So pretty formidable Dubla team. And like you said, Joseph, they'll be up against the Baffin State team, who are just making their way back into the Premier League after being relegated just a season ago.
Well, Gavin, both teams have not had for quite some time. So I would assume we may possibly seeing a bit of rustiness on the field from both teams. Let's see how fast they can shake it off and put some goals into the nets, Gavin.
Well, you're right on that. We haven't had competitive football in a while, but the Dubla team, they have been fortunate that a number of them, at least 7, 8, possibly 9 of them, are part of the national team setup. And the national team has been training at least 3 times a week So there's a lot of training under the belt coming into this match, and of course we would have had, you know, 1 or 2 scrimmages.
Yes.
The national team would have had that. So one would say advantage to the Dubla team on that note. Question is now is can they put what they've been doing into training into action on the field? In just a few moments away we'll find out. Buffet State, like we said, in the lime, green and yellow. Dubla in the blue. Handful of spectators on hand for this semi-final match.
Handful of Dubla spectators. I know Dubla usually rides down from the north of the island with their fans and always supporting their fans. Gavin, we're about to get the whistle.
Not too sure what exactly is the hold up at this point. Okay, yes, I can see some activity down by the prison end. Looks like there's something wrong with the goalkeeping nets, or the nets for the goal, I should say. You can just see the 4th official or one of the assistant of referees and the goalkeeper, Jerome Burkhardt, doing some groundskeeping there. All right, so we're gonna have a little delay while that is sorted out. It gives us a chance just to maybe talk about 1 or 2 of the players. So Sashin Thomas, the goalkeeper for Buffet State, will probably have a very busy evening with that front three there of Savio Ansem, Odell Laville. Remember, Odell is the reigning golden boots.
Yes, yes. But Gavin, you highlighted a point earlier. Quite a number of the members of the Dublanc team, members of the national team as well. I would think as well, members of the Buffet State team, you know, will want to, you know, at least challenge them to show that, okay, guys, you know, you are the reigning Premiers champions. You know, a good number of your players are on the national team, but we want to see that you guys have been holding up to your training. So I'm hoping Buffet State will give them a good challenge tonight. We have the whistle, and game is on.
They're underway, and immediately their poor touch. And is Eustace Phillip guilty there of the poor touch, and is giving the ball away to Buffet State, to Dubla. Throw it in, looking to find Brielle Thomas. Whips it across, a ferocious shot there, but Sashin was up to the challenge. Didn't take it cleanly, Joseph, but he made quick amends.
But very quick, and he has to be very careful because it seems that Dubla wants to score some early goals. And the first early giveaway by Buffet State was not a good sign. Dubla recycling back, trying to play forward again.
Well, it's if Kerrick Walter is looking for options. Kerrick Walter, the veteran player, looking to find the run of Montel James, but given away again. And here comes Buffet State, looking to reset, looking to. Poor touch there, just let him down again. So stuff to get us underway. Corbin Paul. Heavy challenge there, and it's going to be the first free kick of the evening. Odell Laville on the far side. Looking for options as Buffet State just trying to hold the shape. Dubla working the ball around. Cassidy Larocque. Lovely 1-2. Finds Savio Ansem. Appeals there. It's on the edge of the box.
Edge of the box.
And Savio Ansem has won a free kick for Dubla in a very dangerous position. Set piece opportunity.
Strategically, Gavin, it looks as if Dubla is really trying to spread out as much as possible this defensive line of Buffett State, trying to scatter them all over, and that is where I suspect they're going to be catching them.
Getting instructions there from below. Will Savio Ansem try to whip something across the face of goal? Let's see what he comes up with. A lot of targets to aim for. In comes the delivery, takes the shot, went for a shot on goal. Brilliant effort. Has got it to go around the wall, but the goalkeeper was also up to the challenge. That's Sachin with another big save, Joseph.
Second save for the evening for him. First one, a bit of a challenge, but this time, you know, had his hand a bit firmer on it. And I suspect this throw-in that's going to be coming in from Dubla, they will definitely try to get it as deep as possible.
There's another long throw that's going to be coming in. Doesn't beat the first defender though. Buffett State will breathe a sigh of relief, but the ball is played up front. There were no options really for Buffett State. It's going to be a throw-in for Dubla.
These are the things that I think Buffett State need to take advantage of, especially when these counters come through like how they just came through for them. Try to take as best advantage, but we see Buffett State coming in, gets it into the box. And nobody there to answer. They'll just let the ball roll out of play, Gavin.
Yeah, it's gone out of play. It will be a goal kick. So it's gone downfield. I thought Dubla will try to see if they could play out of the back, but managed to keep possession down the field. Here comes another wave of attack. Looking to find a runner, Shikel St. Marie, the goalkeeper quickly off his line. That's Sachin. And again, another good bit of play there from the goalkeeper, Fadu.
He's been really putting in the work very early as Montel attempts to make chase, but it's 2-on-1 for Montel, recycling all the way back to Jerome Burkhardt, trying to play it into the center, trying to push forward. They will chip one over and it gets through into the channel. It's going to be a run for it on the far end. Holds back, chips it in, looks for the option, and it's just over, Gavin. I'm not sure if Sachin got a touch on it, but I see the offside flag has gone up. So even if it did go in, it would not.
It's a signal goal kick.
Goal. Oh, okay, all right. So he didn't get the touch. Good distance on that boot, Gavin. Forward by Sachin. Dublanc gets through on the far end. I think the ball will, not I think, but it will roll out.
Semi-final action here underway at the DFA Technical Center. Next week, we will see one of the quarterfinals as we have Do It Center, Mighty Avengers. They will come up against Valvoline We United. That game is set for Wednesday right here at the DFA Technical Center. Then the winner will meet the Roosevelt Scarlet Bombers in the second semi-final next weekend. So lots of football in store. The infringement there looks like handball. Referee's going to give a free kick to Buffett State. Bit scrappy so far, Fadul's team's trying to just feel each other out. Long ball there.
Easy work for Jerome Burkhardt.
Transition, let's go!
So here's Dubla, just trying to build out of the back. Giovanni Xavi is looking to find Shikel St. Marie down the field. Skips past one and now with Walters. Walters took a shot and it struck straight in his face, so we're going to have a bit of a medical concern right now as the referee has stopped play. He took that shot literally from point blank distance and immediately went down.
Good call immediately by the referee to pick it up and stop play immediately. especially with the head injuries, the head shots there.
So we have a stoppage in play as a player receives some medical attention. Probably have to go through the concussion protocols as well. Let's hope it's not anything too serious. But
you have to admit, Gavin, the build-up that Buffett State was coming to, if he probably was not in the way, we may have seen the first shot on target for Buffett State as compared to Dublanc, who has had about 4 by our counts.
Looks like Giovanni Zave seems to be walking off under his own free will. We received some further attention on the sideline, so Dubla will temporarily be down to 10 men. So we're back on the way at the DFA Technical Center. Another chance for Buffett State. Just trying to see if they can create something, but like we said, it's really been scrappy so far. Back to the goalkeeper, Jerome Burkhardt, who's looking to find Savio Ansem. But that pass there just overhit. That's an important part of the game, Fadul, the distribution aspect from your goalkeeper. Long gone are the days where goalkeepers would have gotten, the approval to just hit the ball downfield and let fate decide whether or not it meets a teammate.
Well, we have seen 1 or 2, especially from the Buffett State end, Gavin.
Looking to find Sikel Sepmarie. Says Philip not taking any chances, gone out. Oh, he says Marshall, my apologies. Well, throw in. Looks like Giovanni Zave is back on the field. Corbin Paul. Lovely touch from Brielle Thomas. You could see the idea there, the link-up play and combination, but couldn't get to the end of it was Sikel Sepmarie. Still another throw-in for Dubla. Giving away, and here comes Buffett State now looking to break.
Montel slides it into the middle. To get it into the channel, tries to get it across. Montel still down, Gavin.
Referees are stopping play there and go to check on Montel James. And immediately the medics coming onto the field to deal with Montel. There was a serious collision there. Looks like he's well shaken up. So 2 serious collisions, or not collisions, but 2 serious incidents so far. So we've kept the medics active. Of course, they'll have a close eye on Giovanni Zave, who got that ball straight into the face a few moments ago. As Montel James makes his way off the field, looks to be okay.
Of course, the medics will check up on him on the sidelines as
Montel James, of course, the son of the former national player Jerickson James, Shati. It's a good ball forward. Look at the find. Savio Ansem gets on to the end of it. Does well to keep it in. Savio brings it in, lines it for the header. There was Sikel Sepmarie. Couldn't get it on target.
the idea was right there, Gavin. Sikel Sepmarie finding himself in probably what is a perfect position. But again, we spoke about that in our pre-match commentary, the rustiness. Gavin, would you attribute that to a bit of rustiness, Gavin?
No, I don't think so. I think it was a rising header. Those sorts are always a bit difficult to try to guide into there, but we'll get back to that in a bit. As Buffett said, playing back is with Shashin. Marshall under some pressure and Marshall loses it. He's giving it away. Buffett now looking to make, Dubla, sorry, looking to make Buffett pay for that mistake. Shillingford finds Ansem. Ansem takes a heavy touch, but he still won the corner in the end.
Cleared away by Montel. Montel back on.
You can see Savio with his trademark crosses, and he sort of built a reputation for that as a winger, not just on the Dubla team, but also on the national team. Can he deliver another special here from the corner kick? And I put the commentator's curse on him. This one didn't even beat the first defender, but he'll get another opportunity.
Maybe I suspect this time he might try to want to get a bit of elevation on it. Try to see if he can spot one of his teammates somewhere on the penalty area to get a header in, Gavin.
Looking from the looks of it, there's only one player on the back post.
Yeah.
Here comes a run again. A bit deeper this time. A chance! Goalkeeper again with another save. Sachin Thomas is really having a game so far.
Fifth one by our count, Gavin, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. Maybe fifth or fourth at least.
Fifth or fourth or fifth by our counts.
Corner on the far side this time. Comes the delivery. Okay, Buffett rise into the header, and now a chance to break forward. The numbers are against him. Still does well to keep onto it, looking to go forward.
He's under a bit of pressure on the far end. 2 versus 1. Foul call by the linesman.
It's going to be a free kick for Buffett State. And this is an interesting opportunity for them to sort of get or commit some bodies forward. Yes, they have to be careful of the counter attack, but set piece opportunity against this Dubla team is one of the areas where Coach Michael Joseph will be looking for his team to capitalize on Fadu. Lots of targets in the box. Here comes the delivery. Looks overhit, and it is overhit. It's gone out for a goal kick. Wasted chance there.
Very much so wasted. You have a very rare opportunity to be as deep as you are in enemy territory. Like you said, a number of bodies will commit it forward. I hope it does not come back to bite them.
Sitting for back to Xavi. Lit challenge there. Don't think the referee might have spotted it. Thomas. Ooh, that's a lovely ball there for Laville. Laville. Oh, and Laville was looking to see if he could chip it over the goalkeeper to find that run there from Chico St. Marie. But I think he might have been better off trying to take a shot, Joseph.
Yes. I actually thought he would have actually taken a chance. And again, you have to admit, Sachin has been doing a fabulous job for Buffett State.
Oh, another lovely ball there from Savio Ansem. Just couldn't find the foot of the attacking Dubla players. It's gone out again. Another corner kick for the Dubla team. And they're knocking on the door, Fadu.
They are knocking on the door, but it's going to be a throw-in, Gavin.
Actually a throw-in, yes. For a moment there, I thought it was a corner. Still onside, is back with Savio Ansem. Chad Bertrand, the veteran. Oh, this could be troublesome. Chad Bertrand! And the goalkeeper fumbles it, goes outside. It's going to be a corner kick. Chad Bertrand recently retired from the senior men's national football team. I believe it was last year. But I'm looking at the coach, Crittard. Maybe Coach Crittard might just have some ideas to bring him out of retirement. Who knows? Another delivery. Poor one there, but a chance for Buffett State to come away. No swarming recovery there from Dubla. Poor pass. Under some pressure, but does well. On the far side as they try to see who wants the possession. Well, Dubla decided we're going to have it. It's now with Shikel St. Marie up front. St. Marie! And that one looked dangerously close again. It's going up for a goal kick.
St. Marie conveniently finding himself forward. But again, Gavin, it's not taking the proper shot. I actually thought he may have wanted to consider. He probably should have considered bringing the ball back down and, of course, calculating that shot. Bit of a hasty attempt by Shikel St. Marie. Nonetheless,
well, we just have a little stoppage in play there. There's a player down. Looks like it's Giovanni Xavier. And we know a few moments ago he was struck in the face by the ball. Looks like he's having some difficulties. Right now we can see the signaling to the bench that they want to make a change. So it doesn't look like Xavier might be able to continue. I'm not sure if it's related to the head injury or if it's something else. I can't see from that or from our vantage point, but he's clearly in some discomfort, Joseph.
Well, based on what we saw, I did not see any challenge to him or with him by any of the Buffett State players or any of his own players. So I suspect, Gavin, it may be from the previous injury. Suspect based on what we're seeing.
From the looks of it, Marcus Breeders is warming up. Looks like he's going to replace Giovanni Xavier. And you can see him holding his head. Yes. So it looks like he could be having a headache or something. And I think he should make his way to the Dominica China Friendship Hospital just for some further attention. Because we know that he's a very strong character, and if it's forcing him to not continue to play so early in the game, it has to be serious. You don't want to take any chances there. So in comes Marcus Breeders, fullback on the national team, the former Point Michel captain. And he's slotted into what looks to be a centre-back role. Oh, the challenge there. That one was a bit heavy there. Free kick for Buffett State. You could hear it. We heard
it, yeah. strong sounding challenge from the field, even us at the distance that we are at. I'm having a first 20 minutes, just a bit, as you've been describing it, a bit scrappy on both sides, but you do see both teams sort of starting to settle in a bit more into the game. With, of course, Dubla taking a few more shots on goal than Buffett State. But could this free kick be the changer?
Here comes the kick, and well, just over the bar there. I think the goalkeeper had that covered. Watching it seem harmlessly over the bar. Goal kick taken quickly down the field, looking to find Odell Laville. Oh, Odell does well to keep it in. And won the free kick as well. Good hold-up play there from Odell Laville. I'm quite sure the national coach who is here watching, taking his notes. Marcus Breeders with Larrock, and Larrock took a heavy first touch. Managed to get himself out of trouble. Back to Burkhardt as Dubla looks to reset. Matteo on the far side, couldn't keep it in. High press there from the Buffett State team.
But you have to admit, Gavin, whenever it's played on any side, Buffett State has been able to at least put 1 or 2 men forward on the wings, and they have been, I think, covering the wings so far good enough.
Pushing now is Buffett State and Dubla, sorry. This Savio Ansem has had quite a good first half. Finds St. Marie. Back to Ansem. Lining up the shot, takes the shot over the goalkeeper, knew nothing about that. It's still there, there's a chance. And this time it goes wide.
Shot directly at Sashin, and again Sashin, his 5th save for the evening. Really does show that Sashin is prepared for tonight for the Premier League champions. Everything so far that has been fired at him, Gavin, he's been able to handle properly tonight.
This high foot has gone against Buffett State. They've taken it free kick quickly. Walters looking to spot the run there. On the far side, can he keep it in? He does. Looks for some support. Finds it. And well, the danger still not broken down. Just a bit of poor execution there. The idea, I suspect, was there, but the execution let him down. And now here comes Dubla again the other way. Corbin Paul turns. Corbin Paul drive in. One bit of miscommunication there. A lovely drive there from Corbin Paul, but the winger on the far side wasn't on the same page with him. Still 0-0 here at the DFA Technical Center. Nothing to separate the two teams yet. Down the field, but Dubla have the reinforcements at the back. Savio Ansem. Lovely change and a good control there. Savio Ansem is having quite the game. Corbin Paul. Lovely. Back to Brielle. Good combination there. Pump a ball into the box. So here comes Dubla again. Shot from this stance. Oh! That was an effort there from Marcus Breeders. Just looked like for a moment their father just might have dipped and gone in under the crossbar.
I think that is what he was aiming for, you know, because if you notice how he took the kick, he didn't take it straight. He sort of curved, looking for that curve and looking for that slight dip. I guess Gavin, if he was probably 1 or 2 yards back, we may have seen it dip down enough to enter.
Back for Marcus Breeders. Breeders with some space. It's looking to find Shika St. Marie. It's back to Sashin. Sashin. Not too sure who he was aiming for, was giving the ball away. Throw in for Dubla on the far side. Paul. Good defense. But still, Dubla looking to drive it in. Needs a good delivery in the box. Oh, no one there was on the end of that. Montel ran into some trouble there. Savio Ansem got a little nudge in the back, but not spotted by the referee. Or deemed fair play, I should say. One back by Breeders. Thomas. Ansem. Ansem pulls it in. Good ball there from Savio Ansem. Heavy challenge, play on, says the referee. Another challenge there, but referee allowing things to continue. Laville looking to take on his man. Gets past him, puts his ball into. Ooh! Just couldn't get it under control. Savio Ansem. It's Brielle Thomas. The defender had to win that ball, but still not averted the danger. Ooh, heavy challenge there. Thomas. It's still Thomas. Trying his best to protect the ball. It's gone for a corner kick.
Thomas finding himself out of his comfort zone, and I'm not sure if that was a frustrating drive by Thomas, because we're looking at the time, it's 29 minutes, and by now they would have been telling themselves they should, Dubla probably are telling themselves they should have had a goal by now. We know Thomas, Brielle Thomas, found himself out of his comfort zone and driving forward, probably deciding something has to happen.
Corner kick. A chance! And it goes in! Back on the net! No, did it? No.
Yes, to the back of the net.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Goal! No, it didn't. It's a goal kick.
It's a goal kick to the back of the net. You had it correct for the first time, Gavin. You had it correct.
For a moment there, it looked like it might have just gone in, but no. Spectator's goal. But the shots are coming in. Goalkeeper has done quite a good job so far.
8 so far for Dubla as compared to 3 for Bath State.
And the 3 for Bath State have not been on target because Jerome Burkhardt hasn't had anything to do yet. He's just been going to pick up the ball behind the goal on a few occasions. We must give credit to Sachin and the good game that he's having so far. I think that's some of the standout players so far, Sachin, and we also have Savio Ansem.
Yes.
Brielle Thomas is not having a bad game as well. Also, Kerrick Walter has made a few good runs for the Bath State. There comes a good ball into the box, and Jerome Burkhardt rising to the occasion. Snatching that one from the air. Savio Ansem. Oh, that was a delicious ball. Ode Laville is on. Ode Laville cuts back. Ode Laville takes a shot and a goal! That is brilliant football from the Dubla team. Started off with that tremendous pass from Savio Ansem, and then Ode Laville with the finish. It's 1-0 Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla.
It took 31 minutes, but Dubla have edged out in terms of scoring. Ode Laville in the 31st minute, sneaking one in past the defender, getting past the left side of Sachin, and Sachin, when it passed him, actually sort of beating himself a little bit because he probably thought it was going to just go out.
Well, brilliant.
But the way how Ode Laville got it past him, perfectly timed it into the goal, Gavin.
A brilliant finish from Ode Laville, yes, but credit must go to the assist from Savio Ansem. That was a hell of a ball from the backfield. And maybe that goal could have just woken up the sleeping giant Dubla, as they will be smelling some more. When they score in bunches. And here they come again. Back with Brielle Thomas has a look. Oh, lovely chest control from Savio Ansem. Oh, he's clearly my man of the match so far this evening. Good ball. Laville was just caught napping there a bit on the far side. Question is now, how will Buffett State respond? Should be offside. Yes, the flag does go up on the far side. Because like you said at the start, Fadul, this is sort of a dress rehearsal for the Buffett State team as they're making their way back into the Premier League.
As to what kind of awakening it will be for them, I know the common phrase would be a rude awakening, but whether or not this will be a rude awakening for them at the end of 90 minutes and stoppage, we're going to see.
Well, I know the transfer window is scheduled to open tomorrow, I believe, or possibly Monday. So the ball comes into the area. Lovely flick there from Thomas. Corbin Paul trying to return the favor, but no, given away. This time he's going to be onside, but the goalkeeper was quickly off his mark. Playing that sweeper position is Jerome Burkhardt. A good ball there to Cassidy Larocque. Marcus Breeders, confidence on the ball. Savio Ansem. Thomas turns back to Shillingford. Shillingford loses out. Good defending there from Marcus, but no, actually he's guilty of conceding the foul, Fadu. Well, I think Kerrick Walter trying to use some of the veteran tactics there, trying to see if he could get a yellow card issued to Corbin Paul for not giving him space to take the free kick. But I think the referee is not having any of it. Another ball into the box. He took a chance there on not heading that one and allowing it to go back. Fortunately for him, there's no one else behind him. Fadu. In the backfield is Dubla 1. That goal coming from Order Laville. Looking to find Savio, but Buffett State has won. Dubla, sorry, has won another throw-in. Shillingford is robbed of it. And Shillingford concedes the foul. Another free kick for Buffett State. Free kick for the Buffett State team. Jesus Marshall back to Walters. Has some space, and the space is quickly closed down. And now Buffett, Dubla, sorry. We're going to see if they can break on the counter. Ansem. Giving away and giving away again. Philip. And Burkhardt once again quickly off his line. He's reading the game well as well. Has a good vantage point.
Buffett State, Gavin, they've been playing the ball forward, but the only thing so far they've not been able to do when they play it forward, to me, they don't scan first to see who is available forward. To me, they've just been playing it forward hastily as Order Laville on the far end.
Speaking of runners, looking to find St. Marie and company in the penalty area. There's Cassidy Larocque making a run on the near side, overlapping run. Not spotted. See if Dubla will switch place with Bertrand. And a handball. Free kick for Buffett State.
Again, to me, another attempt by Buffett State, not scanning forward, just sort of playing those hasty shots.
Just eluded both players, but Dubla will still come away with it. Cassidy Larocque. It's with Bertrand. Bertrand's looking for that long ball down the field for Odell Laville. Corbin Paul wins it back, finds Odell Laville on the far side. Odell looking to drive. Odell cutting back in. Goes the other way. Laville is still going, stays on his feet. And what's the signal? Goal kick it is. And not to the amusement of the Dubla players who thought that it might have been a corner.
Well, the last touch did come off him. He was put under a bit of pressure. I suspect Gavin, he was trying to replay the same goal that he took, because if you look at it similarly, it was a 2 versus 1. But I think this time the defensive line had his number well counted.
It's with Dubla now. Goes down, wins the free kick. So winding down the first half. A half more or less dominated by the Dubla team. They're being on the... Looks like we have another stoppage. Player is down. So player from Bathurst State actually is down. So the medic's back onto the field. But as I was saying, Fadul has been a first half more or less dominated by the Dubla team. They've had a number of opportunities of goal. Must give credit to the Bathurst State defense for, well, not necessarily the defense, but the goalkeeper. Sachin Thomas, who's been quite good.
6 saves, Gavin, by our count here. And one actually just getting through.
And Joseph, you see, that's an interesting thing there. I think I might have time to make that point before we get into maybe some heated play or action-packed play, but let's just wait a while. Dubla finds Marcus Breeders. Marcus Breeders.
Clearance.
He's looking to spot that run there, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Hansen. Back to Larocque. Whips in what could be a dangerous ball. No, the keeper in the end gets to it. So back to the point that I wanted to make fun of. Right? Let's say a game finishes 2-0 or 1-0. And when you look at the stats of the game, one team probably had 30 shots on goal. Or let's not use 30, that's a bit of a high number. Let's say one team had like 18, 19 shots on goal. In describing the game, would you say it was a good defensive work? That even if the game ended 1-0, get back to that in a bit. Was that? Oh, that's a heavy challenge. That could be the first bookable offense. And he is going to the referee's book. It's Kerrick Walter. Heavy tackle there on Chikel St. Marie. So foul before the free kick quickly.
Well, Gavin, I guess I would also have to look at the rest of the pace of the game as well. Was it a quick pace game? Was it a slow pace game? I mean, you to have about 18, let's say about 18 to 20 shots on, it's quite a high number. But then at the end of it, you know, you also have to look at the quality, for me, the shots on as well.
Well,
were they able to sort of let's say penetrate the defensive line, or was it
get back to that, yes. Because Bria Thomas is stepping up for the free kick, struck it ferociously, but it's probably going to more likely head down to the Windsor Park Sports Stadium to join the Gospel Fest. That's all. But we'll get back to that in a bit. Fadul, okay, so I understand what you're saying, but my quick response to that would be, if there were 18 shots on goal, there's no way that I'm going to describe that as a defensive masterpiece. Despite the scoreline being 1-0 or whatever it is, the mere fact that your opponents were able to take 18 shots, whether or not they're on target or not, but 18 shots means that there was something wrong with your defense. That you, in other words, your defense laps that you allowed your opponent to create opportunities to get 18 shots. You can maybe credit the goalkeeper, possibly.
Possibly, yes.
But
yeah.
I'm not giving praise to the defense in a situation like that.
To me, in that sense, Gavin, probably what we can say is that, you know, they may have been put in that situation, but we'll get back to it. And he just allows it to roll out. But getting back to that point there, the 18 shots, I think you may have put your goalkeeper under probably
pressure.
Unnecessary pressure. So if we're talking about it from that aspect, you know, I will agree with you 100% on that.
Chicago St. Marie, who's won that battle there, Eustace Marshall, is the Order Laville. Back to St. Marie. St. Marie is looking to return to Laville. Defender got a leg into it. It's going to be a throw-in.
Gavin, my next question to you is 18 shots on and you only got 1 goal in. I would have more expected a bit of a higher number, Gavin.
Yeah, it means that you're not clinical in front of goal. You're not efficient. Chance there. Held his run nicely. Oh, this could be a chance. Oh, good block there from Eustace Marshall. Now Carrick Walter looking at it, looking for options. Montel trying to get on his magic horse, but that he's not going to get on to the end of that. Answer. Savio Ansem going to be a throw-in for Dubla. Carrick Walter has to be careful. He's already on a yellow card. Corbin Paul. Paul wins it back, and that's part of the good thing. What did you describe about work rate? Cool, lovely passes there. Savio Ansem. Ansem. Oh, not on target this time, but sits nicely. I thought for a moment there for Thomas. Didn't collect it cleanly. Steps in and wins that one is Chad Bertrand. Chad Bertrand. Back to Ansem. Ansem finds Paul. Gabriel. Thomas. Good passes there from the Dubla team. Oh, it's looking too late off there, but Dubla, they've won it back.
I'm not sure if I should say it like this. I'm not sure if I should say it like this, Gavin, because I don't want to be biased, but I was a little bit disappointed that nobody was up front, at least, even if it was one person, to at least attempt a counter, at least put a bit of pressure for a counter, Gavin.
Well, what has happened is that Buffett State basically they put everybody behind the ball.
Behind the ball, yeah. Again. All right. That's just
signal. It's going to be a corner kick. So Buffett State sort of, for the moment, realizing that they're on the back foot. So we try not to concede, especially as we're near the end of the first half. Second half, I expect Buffett State to come out a bit more. What's going to be the signal? Another corner kick.
Another corner kick. Back to back.
Handful of spectators here tonight. Goes past one. Goes past another. Still going. Goalkeeper again. Bit of a scramble in the area. Can't get that ball cleared. Will we get another wave of attack before we get to the halftime whistle? Rises. Still missed that. Ansem still with it. And I think that might just, yes, it is off Buffett State. Quickly taken. Ansem. Corbin Paul. Corbin Paul. Corbin Paul. And blocked in the end, but still another attack. Here it comes again. Ansem. Ansem. Oh, a bit too close to the goalkeeper was that one.
Those strikes by Corbin Paul, we literally saw bodies being thrown at the ball, Gavin.
That's
Three shots by Corbin Paul, none got through, Gavin.
None got through. That's the halftime whistle, ladies and gentlemen. And at the end of the first 45 minutes, it's Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla FC 1, Buffett State 0. That goal coming from Odell Laville. We'll be back with second half action in a little bit. Keep it locked. All right, we're back here at the DFA Technical Center. 45 minutes is what separates Dubla from a spot in the finals if the scoreline remains the same. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, it's Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla 1. That goal coming from Ode Laville and the Buffett State 0. A lot of work for Buffett State to do to get back into this game. My name is Gavin Richards. Once again, good evening, Joseph Fadu.
Good evening to you, and good evening to our viewers. And if we look at it, looks like the Buffett State defense has sort of been amped up, Gavin.
Here we go again, on the way, 45 minutes to go. Will we have a comeback from Buffett State, or will Dubla be continuing to ply under pressure? Here we go. Corbin Paul driving. Corbin Paul skips past 1, skips past 2, gives the layoff there. Looking to find Ansem. Oh, it's a throw-in going the opposite way. Much to the disappointment there of Savio Ansem.
Well, in the first half, very early, they gave away possession very early, and looks like they took it back, only to again give it away now.
Yeah, the first half of the game started off very scrappy. It looks like Dubla seems to have found their gears. There's Ode Laville, the goal scorer. Laville! Ansem does well to keep it in. Ansem with another delivery, and had to get a head onto that because Shikel St. Marie was waiting there like a child who's waiting for his supper. It's gone out.
Dubla has started off with some very early pressure on this Buffett State team. Wants to get some clearance in terms of the scoreline.
The referee's given a free kick for Buffett State.
To Dubla.
Sorry to Dubla. Season has just started. I haven't gotten my bearings yet. A chance!
To the side.
And side net in there. I think the flag also went up. Might have just been offside. No, it's goal kick actually.
I think at this time, especially for Buffett State, Gavin, communication amongst the players is very, very, very key, because they would have read how Dubla has played the first half. I'm pretty sure Dubla tactically and strategically would see that the game plan is working for them so far. Again, not throwing enough guys forward, Buffett State.
Well, they're going to have a throw-in in a very deep position in the Dubla half. So that's one of the rare opportunities just for them to channel some bodies forward. Spend pretty much all of the majority of the first half behind the ball. Actually, he's gone out for a corner kick. They thought it was going to be a throw-in. It's a corner kick. So a real chance here for Buffett State to sneak back into this game. Delivery looks troublesome. And Jerome Burkhardt went up, couldn't keep it. Ode Laville. Here comes Dubla on the counter. The attack, which is broken now. Buffett State coming the other way, and this could be a chance. He's pulled back a bit. A chance! And he goes in! Buffett State gets the equalizer! It's 1-1 here.
Gavin, let me tell you, for a moment they did struggle to bring the ball in deep. You have to admit there was a bit of a struggle, but they fought through that struggle, and Buffett State have balanced off the scoring skills here. Very early in the 49th minute, game on for Buffett State.
Game on indeed, and goal coming there from Marvin Libla. And really capitalizing there, because Dubla were heading the opposite way on a counter-attack. That attack broke down, and they were made to pay for it. So here they come again. How will they respond? Back at level peg, it's nothing to separate the two teams. And some might say that the Buffett State game plan seems to be working, where they were looking to absorb as much pressure as possible.
Oh,
it's going to be a heavy challenge. Free kick for Dubla. Look to absorb as much pressure as possible. Sit back and then take your chances when you get them. And that's exactly what they did.
Gavin, by the count that I took, I saw 2 chances before the goal actually scored. I mean that they really had to actually put extra pressure on those chances. Finally getting it on the 3rd one.
Tried to keep it in, no he didn't. Throwing for Buffett State. And this is where Dubla will be feeling very disappointed because they've dominated the game. They've had the majority of shots on target, shots off target, possession, everything. And at the end of the day, they're still level peg, still 1-1. That's why it's very important that you take your chances when you get your chances and you put the game away when you get a chance to put it away. But it's Brian Thomas finds Laville, whips it across, and the goalkeeper again in for another good save, or maybe it was blocked by the last defender. But a danger averted. Here it comes again, another wave, another attack from the Dubla team. Skips past that challenge, Laville. And it's gone out harmlessly for a goal kick.
If you look at the way how Dubla is playing right now, Dubla are sort of in putting themselves in a position where they really are desperately looking to break that equalized deadlock. And you would hope, Gavin, when they're trying to break that deadlock there, that they don't make those sort of silly mistakes.
Yes, you have to be careful because it's one thing to commit bodies forward, but it also means that you're exposed at the back.
Yep.
And Dubla obviously will be, when there's a player down, it's not a head injury, so the referee is not obliged to stop play. He's now gone out, so now the medics will be allowed to come onto the field if needs be.
Buffett State players seemingly questioning the legitimacy or the validity of that injury by the player, it seems.
I think they were more just checking to see if everything was okay. It was more of a situation like that. Buffett State didn't really hesitate to put the ball out. Or Dubla, I should say. So Dubla is going to get back possession as part of the fair play. It's back with Burkhardt. Finds Laville. Bertrand is caught on the ball. Ooh, and Bertrand is going to win that one back. And he's lost it again. There's a player down for Buffett State. Maybe they might just put the ball out so that he can get some attention. No, they're playing on. Now they're saying to put it outside. And now they do oblige so that the injured player, looks like the goal scorer, Marvin Nibla, was down. Looks like it's some serious discomfort. Medics being summoned onto the field again. Buffett State goalkeeper, Buffett State medic tonight is Elijah Popo, who's also a medic on the national under-17 men's team. She took part in the under-17 qualifiers recently. Speaking of national duties, we have the women who played yesterday, went down 3-0 to Guyana.
A good showing by the women. Very, not a winning showing, Gavin, but I mean, you have to admit the strength of the Guyana team.
I think we can say that the women did well in that they did not concede as many goals as
yes.
people thought that they would have going to concede.
Yes.
Remember their first game, they conceded some 18 against Jamaica. And Guyana last night had some 30 attempts on goal for
Well, again, it spoke to the stats that we spoke of earlier.
There were not really many on target. I think they probably had about 8 or 9 shots on target. But it was a real, how would I put it, one-way traffic last night for the Dominica team. In the end, they can hold their heads up high, one would say, that they did not concede more than 3.
So 1-1 balanced game at the Stock Farm Technical Center Champions Cup, the inaugural Champions Cup.
And then we have the under 20 team that will be in action tomorrow. They play their final game against Antigua. Dominica has 1 point so far in that competition, at 1-1 draw with the BVI, and they lost 2 games in a row, losing to the Dominican Republic and St. Lucia. So hoping that the boys can
at least end with some good fortune tomorrow.
Yes.
We wish them all the best in the final encounter.
One is the score here at the DFA Technical Center. Turn there is gone down. Free kick from Baffin State. So Baffin State just has the Dubla team a little bit rattled right now. Remember, all of the pressure would be on Baffin State, on Dubla, sorry, as league champions, knockout champions. Baffin State just newly promoted. They know that they're up against Goliath.
Well, they have been challenging, and Goliath has been challenged tonight, Gavin, you have to admit.
Definitely a chance again. Oh, that almost got the head there for Dublanc, looks like. Could have been a chance there for
Goal number
Baffin
2.
State, yeah, to get goal number 2 and take that lead. It's going out.
Not sure if a player was in the stands, Gavin. Seemed like a player was in the stands. Did we miss that somewhere?
It just looks like the Dubla team have not settled down since conceding that goal. I think that flag is going to go up on the far side. It does. Shikel St. Marie was a mile offside from my vantage point. Free kick taken quickly. Allow it to go out, throw in for Dubla. Down the line, ref is going to send him back. I think he took too much leeway. Thomas. Physical prowess there from Thomas. It's not too easy to win that ball off him.
Ooh.
Baffin State. You can see it's a different Baffin State team in the second half. They sort of believing that they can take down Goliath. They're more attack-minded in the second half. Overhit there. It's going to be a throw-in for Dubla. So Marvin Leblanc and Order Laville. Guys who got in the goals. Yes, 1 apiece. Laville. Thomas. Ooh, lovely ball there. And does he get goalkeeper for another brilliant save. Sachin is having the game of his life, but it's still a chance there for Dubla. It's gone out and it should be a corner kick. No, it's still in play actually. And Baffin State will get a little bit of relief there with the clearance, but a big save there from Thomas once again.
Very much so, and of course having to come just a little bit out of his comfort zone
Oh, lovely ball there.
Getting that
And then,
clearance, and of
does he
course,
get on?
Buffett State right now trying to push the ball
Goalkeeper,
forward. Foul
brilliant.
spotted, indeed.
No,
In fact, the ball goes out.
Thomas driving again, trying to wheel his team on. Gets the return. Ball into the box, but there's no one there. It's back with Dubla. Shillingford. Laville. Ball to Riviere, who's made that run there. Riviere still going. Oh, that's a heavy challenge. Riviere is down in a heap. And the corner signaled by the official, but Riviere is still down.
Buffett State is lucky that the referee didn't decide to call a foul, which would have been a very inviting foul in terms of a free kick, because it's literally on the edge of the 18-yard box, Gavin.
Yes, well, looks like he won't be able to continue, and looks like Dubla going to be forced to make another change. So that's the second change that they're going to be making due to injury, and Mathieu Riviere has not gotten up since that challenge.
Buffett State is actually very lucky that at least a card was not called on them, and the free kick at the edge, Gavin.
Well, the referee deemed the challenge fair.
Fair, yes.
So from the referee's and the signal corner as well. So it means that in the referee's point of view is that Buffett State got the ball first, then might have went on to take out Matthew. The rule is if you get the ball first, then it's deemed a fair challenge. So fortunate for Buffett State, one would say they were able to get ball first. Otherwise, it would have been a clear foul on the edge of the box.
And he's up on his feet, and he's walking it up. He's not limping, so
Probably just had the wind knocked out of him.
So proceedings get back underway with a Dubla corner, Gavin.
But they're temporarily down to 10 men as Riviere recovers. As if taken shot to Chad. His ball is in the air. Corbin could not bring it under control. Okay, looks like Dubla are going to make a change. Marvin Leblanc giving chase, but Marcus Breeders will win that battle. Throwing to Buffett to Dubla. Dubla making a change. The referee did not spot that the fourth official was ready. Leblanc turns. Ran into troubles. Kick downfield, and now we'll have the substitution. So Irvin Shillingford it is, who's in for Mathieu Riviere. Being forced off because of that injury.
Good press forward. Ooh, a little bit of a challenge. Ball played forward. Too wide for goal.
Goal kick for Buffett State. Trying to play out of the back and might have just gotten himself into trouble. I think he has, as Other Laville is giving chase. Oh, good composure in the end. Oh, but read nicely. It's Chad Bertrand will go back to Jerome Burkhardt. He's back with Chad Bertrand. Bertrand will bring the ball down. No defense. Into a vacant midfield. Brielle Thomas. Brielle's looking to get that run there to Savio Ansem, but they've won it back. Thomas Thomas loses it. And Buffett going, and this could be a chance. Oh, had to be a good save tackle there. Might have hurt himself in the process, but that might have been described as a goal-saving tackle.
At least it was worth the challenge for the save. Had to sort of sacrifice himself.
Looks like it might be Cassidy Larocque, who's down, but looks like he's back up.
Just like how we saw in the first half, Dublanc is taking full advantage of the midfield, with Buffett State just very, very, very absent midfield.
Well, the team in green wanted a corner, the team in blue wanted a goal kick. Referee says it's going to be a goal kick. Poor goal kick there from Burkhardt, but Dubla will get the second ball. And they ran into each other. Ooh, lost it there, the Laville wins it. Laville, and it's gone out, throwing for Buffett State. Walters. Marshall playing back to Thomas. Buffett State showing some confidence on the ball. Dubla, they're pressing, but Buffett State still in possession. Lovely string of passes. Buffett State showing that it could be a, well, there comes the commentator's curse. As I was just about to praise them, so they could show that they could be a force to reckon with in the Premier League for the upcoming Premier League. Just giving it away there.
I think Gavin, with a few games into the Premier League, and I think they will, get their feet a bit deep. I think right now they're just sort of feeling the waters a bit. I mean, especially coming up against the Premier League champions.
Robin Paul gets the return ball. No. I was looking for the 1-2 there with Shikel St. Marie. I think a bit of a tired legs there though from Brielle Thomas is fouled, and Walters has to be careful because he's on a yellow card. Referee's pulling play back. Two former teammates, Brielle Thomas and Kerrick Walter, they would have spent years together on the national team. So a free kick for the Dubla team is Brielle Thomas standing over it. Thomas headed out by Marshall. It's back to Thomas. Robin Paul. Thomas.
Nice work, Carla. Nice work.
Bertrand. As Dubla switched wings. It's gone out. Corner kick. As we have a substitution. Buffett State making a change. Akiva Libla is being substituted off. And coming into the game is Giovanni De Gallery, number 14 for Buffett State. I think from the last play, Fadul, you could see that Libla had run his race. The effort that he gave on that last ball which went out. So in comes De Gallery.
Gavin being able to last 70 minutes, especially after not being in competitive football for quite some time. hats off to Akiva. At least he got a little bit of a taste of what the Premier League season is going to be like, as Dubla recycle all the way back. Slowing proceedings down, Gavin, it seems.
But it's a game of chess, and they've realized that the goals are not flowing tonight, so it's going to be a game of strategy, trying to shift the lines, sort of break down that shape from Buffett State. They've held a very good shape throughout the entire game. They've made it very difficult. A chance, diving save again from Sachin Thomas. He still goes in this time. Nothing Thomas could do about it. Loose ball in the box, and Dubla, they've gone back in front. It's 2-1. Hard luck there for the Buffett State team.
Well, first save from Sachin. Got the deflection out. Still on the ball, striking.
Again from Sachin Thomas. He still goes in this time. So that goal coming there from Cassidy Lara, it looks like. So he was the quickest to the ball because the goalkeeper did make a brilliant save. But the Buffett State team, they were caught ball watching. And they've been made to pay for it. So it's 2-1. So Buffett State has to do it again. They have to dig deep to get that equalizer. Oh, the idea was there to sort of whip it, curl it around the defender and find the run of Marvin Dubla, but not executed well. Corbin Powell. Dubla with the 2-1 lead. They've been made to work for it there tonight. Sachin Thomas, though, he's conceded 2, but he's also maybe kept out at least 8. So despite conceding 2, he still had a very good game. Being caught on the ball there, but they've managed to get it back Buffett State. But that's what they've lacking. They've just been lacking that sort of presence up front. St. Marie. Bertrand. Ball for Savio Ansem. And the corner kick is a signal.
Okay, Gavin, just a slight correction, and I will take responsibility for that. The goal scorer is Real Thomas, affectionately known as Babel.
Yeah, I think it was either going to be Babel or we'll get back to that in a bit because the ball is active again. This time blazes over the bar. Another chance for the Dubla team. Yes, so it's Real Thomas with the goal, not Cassidy Larrock. So we're going to have to strike that one from the Cassidy Larrock's list of accomplishments for tonight. So a lot of bodies in the penalty area there. It was a little bit difficult to see who got the final touch. And here we have another injury, so a little bit of stoppage in play.
Whether or not Buffett State has the energy for the last 15 minutes of play, time alone will tell. We have just about 15 or so minutes left. Maybe, let's say, based on how things have gone, maybe about 3 to 4 minutes of added time, you would say, Gavin, at this time, based on how things have gone?
Well, still a bit early, but we could see about that, maybe possibly 4 or 5 minutes. We've had some stoppages for injury. Back on the way. Shikel St. Marie.
Ooh.
And good challenge there in the end. You know, once you get Bria Thomas off his feet, you've done something impressive.
But you know, once Bria Thomas gets back on his feet,
you better watch out.
You better watch out. I think the objective for Buffet State right now is to try to get the ball forward for them as much as possible.
Oh, almost turned that one back into his own net. But it's going to be a corner kick. Living dangerously, Buffet State. Took a bit of a missed kick there. Oh, almost turned that one back into his own net. Luckily for him, he stayed out of the back of the net, Fado.
Very lucky indeed. I think maybe about 6 inches west, an own goal.
Another chance there, but the ball is still active. Real Thomas. Thomas will try to muscle his way out of trouble. A throw in for Buffet State. Carly Walter was trying to con the official into signaling the other way, but the referee was not having it. Looks like they're setting up for it could be another long throw. A few targets in the box. Long through. It's with Dubla for Buffet State, but he loses out. Odell Laville! Odell Laville! What a strike! From the number 23. And it's 3-1 to Buffet State.
Odell Laville doubling up his investment tonight from his first goal from about 30 yards out. A beautiful right swing. Curve that ball in. Sashin Thomas taking a dive in an attempt to save it, Gavin. But Odell Laville perfectly making that ball perfectly making its way past Sashin. Sliced on that right foot by Odell Laville, doubling his account tonight.
Odell Laville has a knack of scoring these sort of goals. Go back down to memory lane, Dominica versus Panama. Odell Laville with that strike from distance ended up as one of the top goals for the CONCACAF Nations League at that point. And he's done it again tonight. What a strike that was. And just like that, Dubla sitting comfortably as they're going to head into the finals of this inaugural DFA Champions Cup. So just to give you a little history on the Champions Cup, it's the first time we have this sort of competition. It featured the top 4 teams in the Premier League and the top 4 teams in the Division 1 League. So in the Premier League, we had Dubla, we had We United, we had the Roosevelt Scarlet Bombers, and we had the Belfast Estate Mawasuka Strikers. While in the Division 1, we had Buffet State, Do It Centre Mighty Avengers, St. Joseph and RC Doctors.
St. Joseph and RC Doctors being no shows to their last games, allowing their opponents to get a bye, can we say, into the semis right now, Gavin?
They won by default.
Yes. So
cut off there.
Ooh,
struck Brielle Thomas. You can see Brielle's not happy. Bertrand. Shillingford. Laville. Bertrand gets the return ball. Oh, lovely dummy that was. Just the final execution there. The good build up from the Dubla team. They're starting to see them knock the ball around now.
Seems as if the energy of the Buffet State team has sort of dramatically dropped. I'm not sure if we can attribute it to energy or morale, because you have to admit,
yes.
I more think like, yes, Gavin, I more think it's morale, because you have to admit that can we call it an almost unexpected goal from about 25 yards out from Odell Laville? Really caught them off guard. Montel under a bit of pressure from Laville, loses out. Thomas,
Poor pass there, looking to find Bertrand. So 3-1 is the score here at the DFA Technical Center. Baffin State had gotten a bit of a glimmer of hope at the start of the second half, and for a moment it looked like they would have probably pulled off the impossible. But Dubla showing why they are champions. A goal from Brielle Thomas and then a rocket of a shot from Odell Laville. We've seen Dubla take that 3-1 advantage. I want to say good evening to my good buddy Derwin Francis, who's tuned in watching. Hearing some big news for Derwin Francis. Maybe we might be able to break that news sometime next week. Odell Laville. And Odell showing some skills, taking on all three of the Baffin State defenders. Back to Coben Paul.
I'm not sure if it's a fear of Odell Laville or if it's just how Odell plays, Gavin.
But Odell is in some
Here we go again.
real form. The way he ended the last season, the way he played in the President's Cup as well. And also in training, national training. Oh, that's a lovely bit there. Odell Laville now with a chance for a hat-trick. Laville, and I think he was a bit too ambitious there. That one's going to be a goal kick. But as I was saying, Fadul, Odell is one of the players who's very sharp in the training with the national team. So you'll probably say he's peaking in terms of his career. As one of the most talented young footballers we've had coming through the ranks.
But clearly, Gavin, the national training definitely is showing on field, along with another national player, Brielle Thomas, spreading one forward on the wing.
That's overhead there. So what we've noticed is really say it's a game of two halves. The first half, Savio Ansem was really above the rest of the team with his performance. The second half now we've seen Brielle Thomas and Odell Laville stepping up for the Dubla team. As you can see some more activity on the Dubla bench. Looks like they could be making some changes as we come to the end of this semi-final match. A quick recap that on Wednesday we have another big game. It's Valvoline United up against DeWitt Center Mighty Avengers. That game is set for Wednesday. And then on the weekend we have the other semi-final where Roosevelt Scared Bombers will play the winner of Valvoline United and DeWitt Center Mighty Avengers. We're back here at the DFA Technical Center. It's Dubla 3, Baffin State 1. Baffin State facing a tall order here to get back into this game.
I think, Gavin, before the start of the the full-fledged Premier season, I'm pretty sure Baffin State definitely have been able to pick up a few key areas that they definitely need to work on. They have the ideas there. The ideas are there, Gavin. It's just the final executions. They just need a little bit of refining and polishing.
The one thing about the Baffin State team is they went down. They were relegated. Pretty much this team that we're looking at there. And they spent one season in the Division 1 before coming back up. The question is whether or not Coach Michael Joseph and Coulson Benjamin and the rest of them at Baffin State in the Baffin State management will feel the need that they might probably need one or two transfers in the window which opens this week. Sort of strengthen the squad. Tonight, for example, the Dubla team they're without, the Baffin State team they're without
Anthony Frederick,
they're number 10.
And I'm sure Gavin, if Anthony Frederick was here tonight, I do believe, and without being biased, I do believe Dubla would have been under a bit more of a challenging circumstances tonight.
I believe so as well. I mean, he provides that sort of creativity up front. And you could see that Buffett State were a bit lacking in the midfield. Kerrick Walter did a lot of work. As you can see, Euclid Bertrand and Felix Sansom making their way onto the field. Chad Bertrand, one of the players, making his way off. Euclid Bertrand, the oldest player in Dominica's football. I won't give his age, but I'll just say he has a lot of miles under his belt. And he's still going. One of the fittest players in Dominica's football.
Can I add Gavin for his age?
Not just for his age, he's one of the fittest players,
yes,
period, in Dominica's football. A real example, a real model.
Ooh.
As you can see, quickly there, he's on the ball. Just like that. First call of duty for him. Defender who retired not too long ago as well from national duties. Jerome Burkhardt quickly off his line gets to that ball in his area. And Euclid Bertrand, to me, Joseph, is a shining example of how footballers in Dominica should carry themselves in terms of both on and off the field.
Definitely.
Take responsibility for their fitness, for their bodies. Laville still going. Pachenko. Euclid Bertrand wins it back.
Went down and got back up. Euclid Bertrand.
He's given a foul this time. The official is going to be a foul for free kick for Buffett State.
So Gavin, we're about 30 yards out. And if properly taken, might be able to dip this one in just over the head of Jerome Burkhardt.
Walter. The keeper was sort of caught in no man's land. That little area, that corridor of uncertainty where he's not too sure if the defender might be able to come get it. Burkhardt, long ball down the field. It's a foul, it's gone against Dubla. It's going to be a free kick for Buffett State.
In the dying moments here, in the 89th minute of play. Buffett State may want to sort of pick up the pace and try to see whether or not they could at least tip the scales out of this rather deep deficit. 3-1. 2 versus 1 on the far end. Makes a break, loses out. Laville sprinting forward on the far end. Slows down proceedings a little bit. Realizes he puts himself under a bit of pressure. Sends it into the midfield. Shot on! Oh! Sashin with the save. Rebound. And it's 3 defenders having to bounce that one off. Dubla pushing forward, and Buffett State will lose out on possession, recycling all the way back to Jerome Burkhardt.
They can't play the game. You win it, don't
So 3-1 the score here. Dubla probably looking for another goal. Sashing again quickly off his line. And just any moment from now should have the final whistle, as Dubla will make their way into the finals for this inaugural DFA Champions Cup.
Take it now, take it now. You lose. You lose.
Felix Ansem on the far side. Signal from the official. Corner kick. So into the stoppage time. 3 minutes is what is going to be signaled. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Giving away, here comes Buffett State now. Can they? Well, they won't be able to, they've lost it. Okay, Bertrand. Boots, as he's affectionately known as.
Boots for you, young girl, mister, man.
Does well to keep it in. UK Bertrand giving chase. Down the line, good stuff there from Jerome Burkhardt. And he's fouled.
Easy beat.
It's won the free kick in the dying stages of this game.
Obviously player down on the near end.
So another player down as into the injury time, so let's add some more time to make up for this. It's off the field now, so I think the referee would allow play to continue.
Seconds to go.
On the far side. You can see Dubla still looking to see if they can just add one more. Not content to just hold on to the ball for Dul and sort of see the game off. Ball into the box. And I think that maybe was the chance there.
Looking for the header, Gavin, and the header completely got deflected.
Thomas, lovely back heel. Pachenko. Shillingford. Plays it back to Euclid Bertrand. Goalkeeper is playing almost like a midfielder.
I think right now the way Dublanc is playing this game, they're just waiting for the referee to blow off this game. They already have it in the bag. They're just basically just killing time at this point.
Definitely, that seems to be what's going on right now, and a bit of game management. So as it stands, Dubla into the finals of this inaugural DFA Champions Cup. They will have a bit of a wait, as they will have the quarterfinals and semifinals next week to determine the other finalists. But Dubla in position to start off the season. The same way that they've ended the last three with a trophy.
4 minutes elapsed. I think this may be the final play, Gavin. As the ball comes in, we may see the whistle.
But the referee's blown it.
That's it.
That's the final whistle. And at the end here at the DFA Technical Center, it's Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla FC 3 and Bath State 1. Dubla into the finals. We'll get some Poachmas reaction in a little bit.
Baby! I don't check in the water. You see, I tell you that. You can't come back with the same speed you left.
All right, so joining us for a quick chat is going to be the captain of the Dubla team, Brielle Thomas. Brielle, into the finals. So first of all, congratulations on that. Your thoughts on the game tonight?
Thank you, Gavin. I thought it was a good game. I mean, we're supposed to put the game away first half, but credit to Bath State for the way they started playing second half. They showed they deserve to be in the Premier. Even with a lack of training, they could still come and put in some quality passes. I mean, they're probably not where they want to be, but that is a good step heading to the Premier season.
All right, let's talk about the game. Order Laville, 2 goals again to his name. You also on the score sheet, but with an Order Laville and what he brought to the squad tonight.
Well, Order always brings his quality and his physique, his cleverness. You could just see that he's a player in a top program, and credit to coach, our coach Heard, for putting us in that thing. I'm not even tired. And then we put in the work, and then they're showing that, okay, what we're doing in training, we're trying to apply it in the games. But Orel, any team, we want Orel on their team. They understand the quality that man bring on the field, the work rate, everything about Orel was just exceptional tonight, and credit to Orel.
Let's talk about the confidence level in this team. You guys are 3-time champions into the finals again. 1 more win from another trophy. So let's talk to me as to how pumped up you guys are for this possibly another championship.
Well, we're always pumped up because, as you know, everything is for time. I mean, when we were suffering, it had teams that was dominating, teams like Southeast that won it probably twice in a row. And I feel maybe in the last 4 seasons they probably won it like 3 times. So credit to them. I also like to say my fellas are looking forward to it. I mean, we're still missing some personnel like Erskine, but it just shows that everybody there to play. You know, the young Mateo, the young Cassidy stepped up tonight, and you could see they're in place. They're not out of place when it comes to the team, when it comes to applying themselves as a Dubla player.
I was about to ask you that. How impressed were you with the way that the young guys stepped up and what this means for you for the season moving forward?
Well, we have more surprises. We have some young players coming up, but credit to those 2. I mean, they're good friends. They talk amongst each other. We still try and push them and try and show them the better way of carrying out themselves. We don't try and make them just good footballers, but great people as well. And the character they have shown over the past games. I mean, the rest of the knockout, the President's Cup, the knockouts, I think they play all the President Cup games. So it just shows that the older fellas have work to do.
All right, work to do. All right, Brielle, we'll see you in the finals.
Yeah, thank you, Gavin.
All right, Brielle Thomas, captain there of the Dubla team. Let's see if we can get some reaction from the Bath State team. And joining us for a quick chat will be Eustace Marshall, losing captain here tonight. But Marshall, your overall thoughts on the game? 3-1, yes, but I think maybe the scoreline might be a bit misleading. You guys look like you were quite good today.
Yeah, I mean, we look really well tonight. Circumstances beyond our control for certain players. We missed Anthony, Lara, a few key senior players with illness. So, I mean, that's part of life. But I think the boys held up really well. The young ones at the back, Lumaik, Michael Theophile, and Jared Boney, I think they were standing tonight. They really held it against players like Odell, Babel, I mean national players. So at the end of the day, we made it show we had a good account of ourselves, and yeah, it was good.
All right, what can you take from this showing as you prepare for the Premier League just a few weeks away?
I mean, just to build on it, train, prepare, and just to build on it. I mean, the showing was good. We were compact defensively. I think if our fitness levels were better, I think we'd put up a better challenge for Dubla. I think we was in the game when we came back 1-1. Unluckily, we considered a sloppy second, but again, that's football. So we have to just build from that, train, work hard, and go again.
All right, well, thank you very much, Eustace. All the best in the new season.
Yeah, man, thanks.
All right, so that brings us to the end of the commentary here, end of the broadcast as well. I'd like to thank you for joining us. Of course, we've just seen Dubla into the finals, 3-1 winners here over Buffett State. On behalf of our Stream Genius and the Dominican Football Association, I'd like to thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.